What's up? Welcome to probably the first ever video I'll be doing of a tour of like just the progress on this thing I've called Pengu Land so far. Now this is based upon a an old joke I made for myself in Skyblock. And um basically in that Skyblock world I didn't really have I didn't have anything to like make snowmen with because I built everything on slabs so they wouldn't spawn. So I just started putting penguin heads down, and because there was some on the server, and flash just a few years later, and I'm making a map dedicated to some stupid idea. So this will be just a small like walkthrough of everything. This isn't really supposed to be much of a like building video as it is just like a highlight of just what's happened so far, so I can look back on this maybe a few years later and just see how it's come along. If I abandon it, I can just remember the good times. The first thing that was made was probably this. Um, we made this for fun, and it's just like a little bunker. I don't know. It's not really supposed to play into any story. Um, so I wanted the first thing you see to really just be like a small forest. Now, I know that this isn't really great. I don't have like any like MC Painter or anything, so it's not like I can truly get like a good landscape. This is all kind of just done from scratch. It's very incomplete. I need to like do some grass things here, but truthfully, this is, I mean, pretty decent progress. I mean, this area really only needs one last finishing touch, and it'll be done. So this is where the story begins. So you'll find this little tree guy, and you'll step here, and he'll say some things about, just hinting at that this cave is probably a little bit more important than just a cave. Walk in, it's just a small cave, and he's sitting there, and say all these things, explaining the in-depth lore. There's also a little pond here. Shader's a little bit harder to see. Pond, and it's dripping water from the ceiling. Pretty neat. That was a fun trick. It's just a pebble in the ground. And this is, well, this is incomplete, but hopefully in the future it will be complete. I don't know how much I'll complete it in the future, but as it stands, I do plan to complete all this. Now, backtracking, that's really all that's left to do now. Um, you kind of just, this is the moon. I don't know what it's gonna look like in the future, but I don't know. It's kind of an inside joke. I'll probably just world edit it away somewhere, just so it doesn't interfere with the actual build. Although I'm curious as to what the future will hold for it. Now this so far is pretty barren, mainly because this hasn't been on my focus. It's been this place, Pengu Village. Now, I imagine this will look completely different when it's done, but this is all we have for a village so far. Started at that house right there, and I've just slowly made my way down and down. I plan to go all the way around here to there. I plan to go into the mountains all around a little bit. And there's this like little ice lake in the middle, which Carl did all the dialogue for. Hinting at things, doing other stuff, giving just small lore tidbits, just small conversational tidbits. And over here is the house that is probably one of the either that one or this one will be the first house you'll see. Probably that one, but I just started over here because why not? But so this house, this guy keeps getting like these like little flyers, kind of ridding the filling the area. It's supposed to be kind of like an annoyance to him. It's a small place. I mean, I'm not great at interior building, but as a like a duo project, I think it's quite nice for what it is. I mean, some dialogue here. Pretty much just complaining about all the ads he has, and then here's his trash can just overflowing with ads. You can even see one on top. And just like computer, little upstairs area, where they've even managed to get up here. This whole build's kind of just supposed to be one big old gag, but the whole point is it's supposed to be taken so seriously that it's kind of just a nice thing in a way. So these houses progressed. Now, here's the next house is the legendary man, Rorden. He's #1 food critic. He's most famously known as Rorden Lamsey. His eyes seem to have telekinetic powers, these, but his house is quite bare because he spends all his days trying to get paid. I mean, he's got even some snow creeping in. I'll help him. I'll help him with that. But yeah, his house is quite bare. I mean, he hasn't even finished moving in. He's a little record player for when he's feeling bored. Let's just put that on. Okay. Let's just let's do this. This next one is it's a bakery slash cafe of sorts. So you walk in, and there's like cookies, bread, cake, some pie even. That's nice. And there's a little cashier, and you can interact with him, and he'll make a small chat. Here's a little kitchen room behind him. I don't know why that's open. This project is still so much in beta, but I'm really just excited to see what it'll feel like as a final product, because just the amount of time sunken into this is it's just gonna feel so worth it at the end. These little cafe seats with some nice customized windows. I love customized windows where you just get like a 3-block thick thing, put your window in the middle. Actually, probably make these blocks. I don't know. That's for build or me to decide. Over here, it's just some small decorations. There'll probably be more someday. Little lanterns. I love them. They're a little hanging from the ceiling. Little dividers. To move on from the cafe, there's really not too much more. The cafe on the outside is quite nice. Just the entire thing from the outside is actually very nice. Especially with the shaders. Really fits the place. And over here's the bank. Now over here is actually conversation between two Pengus, and they're I don't want to know what that's all about. That seems a little worrying. But here is the Pengu Village Bank. Now, this bank is quite nice. I've sunk, I think, literally like 6 hours into it. Me and my friend. And that's because of two very important things. One, it was like 2 a.m. and we were very slow. Um, Three, there's a lot of custom maps here. Now, obviously some of these, like these two, they didn't need to be changed at all. But other ones, like all of these individual ones, they needed to have their own little icons and their own stuff. It was just a whole crazy thing. And of course, you got little stock and the designs up here. I really just like the way the maps look and fit in with the whole thing, because you walk in and it's just the centerpiece. You're like, whoa, that is a stocks thing. Why is that there? You know what I mean? It's really nice. And then here's just like a common area. Here's like a small like checkerboard. Here's like a small seating area. Clock on top, just so you make sure you know the time. Here's like ATMs. You can maneuver, deposit, withdraw. Just, you know, it's a bank after all. You gotta make it useful for something. There's a nice window outside. You can sit. You can relax. I mean, waiting on someone, you can sit here. Or if you're trying to meet someone, you can just chill here. You can actually talk to the banker now. Just simple things. Can't really interact. I mean, I don't have a dev. It's kind of just a builder and an idea pitcher slash helping builder. You know, this is a safe. You shouldn't touch it. Our good friend Gordon Ramsay would be so disappointed. Okay, but actually, you can head upstairs now. You weren't supposed to, because you know you don't work there, but you know it's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they don't really mind. Yeah, there's not much to see here. It's just an office building. It's quite nice, actually. Little desks and chairs, little structural support beams. It's kind of like the big thing of the office. They got like big drawers and even like, anyway. Quite a nice environment. And the next few places are gonna be very much, they're still not even like past the finished build stage. This is kind of like the next home. And I think it's nice. It's actually very much loosely based upon my own home, but when you do enter this home, there is a little like area for like books and just different compartments. There's a little kitchen over here. It's just a nice little kitchen with a window, trash can. Here's that bedroom, just has like a wall divider. I mean, this is more meant to be like a more of a like a 1-2 person house. So, and we'd hope they're a little bit closer to people if they're not gonna have any like true walls separating them. So I think this is just a nice area to have. They have plants up here, windows on the side. You can go up here and like just look out. But yeah, that's essentially just all this house really has for it. I don't know if I'll be doing basements for any of these houses. I can, but it'll probably be more of an after the fact thing. This house still very much under development. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed, there's actually no furniture in here. There's nothing. There's this single divider, and some large windows. And I don't really know what I've planned, but I know this is gonna be a house. Because I know after making that big bank in that large house, and then the big shop before, I'm like, I just want to make some houses that aren't so huge. So this one's just like a small, like one big area type of deal. And over here is actually the missing statue. Now I have no clue what could have happened to the statue, and actually according to this, it says some unknown villains damaged the statue, and that's so unfortunate. I don't know who such people could be, but that's just really sad for a thing. And if you come over here, I'll actually fly a little bit because it's a bit ways off. This will not be the final build for what we know, but this guy will say you come here often too, and that in itself is a reference to the Easter egg back here. Yeah, there. Where it says come here often. It's kind of, I like to have fun with these things. But yeah, I really like the bushes, the berries, just the lighting of the entire thing. I've had so much fun with this, and I really hope I can finish up Pengu Village, because when I thought of it, I was like, that's gonna take forever, but is it gonna be cool? Yes, it is. And it's really shaping up to be a lot more than I originally expected it to be. Actually, if I go on Discord real quick, I can try pulling up the images of the planned map, and I can just showcase. So this is the planned map now. You can see this is where you spawn in, and this is kind of like this first tree area, which is this area. So that gives you a sense of scale. Up to that border there, and just back to here, that is this. Now this is what I've labeled as tree sanctuary, and that is here, which it was supposed to just be kind of like an enclosed space of trees. It wasn't supposed to be much. I mean, there's no true reason for it, but it's just a nice little tidbit, you know, and you gotta protect your trees. Now, Pengu Village. Now, this is supposed to be one of the big highlights of the map, and truly be something big, because I want it to be special. I want it to, you know, matter. I want this place to be like, whoa, okay, yeah, I'd chill here. So this is Pengu Village. Now, I plan to do some other stuff, like including a black market, in which there'd be like a way to get in over there, and it'd be like their whole like underground like trading, and like well, obviously that's not it. There's nothing actually. But the goal was for there to be like, there's gonna be like a whole like underground system and of like trading and like all these just like really neat things that would add like a little bit of depth to the story and lore. And then from here is where things get a little bit into the imagination. So over here I just planned there to be a little narrow strip, and then it'll go to a very large place where there's going to be like canyons and such. Over here, this is the little cave you enter in, and this is going to be the hideout of the people that are like the resistance almost. So that can be seen here. It'll be about, the hideout's yeah, about this size. I think that's a good size to just keep it at. I don't see it really needing to be any other size. I think that's a good one. But what was it? And then it'll go into a factory and all this crazy stuff. I just want it to be super fun map, one that's just in depth. A lot of the inspiration for this map was taken, well, not taken, but just yeah, taken from Windcraft. All the inspiration is really just built from Windcraft and just my love for Windcraft. I recently just got level 100 on that server. And if you don't know what Windcraft is, it's like an RPG, except it's super expansive. So much more than this right now, and you know, actually an RPG and not just a random build. I decided to come up with. But Windcraft has been a huge inspiration to just this entire project, and it's given me enough ideas to where I really will come back here and hopefully finish this one day. If you've actually gone through the suffering of watching this far, thank you for watching. I don't think these updates will be too common because building's very slow. I mean, in the past 3 days I've finished these things and I've been working in like overdrive, and you know, doing an average of like a building done a day isn't too great, but that's also because I'm like trying to manage my time with other things, with other people and stuff. Oh, and I actually didn't show this. This is the scuffed unfinished playground for the not even started school that has dragon heads as the as the signifier. I don't even know. But yeah, if you are someone who's not part of the team that's watching this, because I really doubt anyone's gonna see this, I'd like to hear suggestions. I don't really know what to say, but well, wow, this is the moon. That's what I'm gonna end that off of. Actually, no, because if this is gonna be like a dev update, I'm just gonna see some things. Because if I do plan on seeing this from like eons in the future, I wanna at least enjoy what was here. That you know, the more things that might be here in the future. So this is, I already have a video on this. I don't need to explain any of these things. This is other updates, which I started doing this and I was like, no way, I should have a unified system. So over here, I actually have a chart. And what I did is I finished, and I'm just going based upon this chart right here, which I'm just breaking these down in like their individual parts. And I'm going to put them as like maps, so I can see them from above. I can see them, how they look, and it'll be really cool to see. It'll be really exciting. And then here is where I've done this whole expansion here for Pengu Land, just getting it ready. And the biggest problem when I started is that my biggest problem when I started is that I made these all like curved. Now in my brain I was just thinking like, you know, this is area, so it's like a big circle, so I want to circle around, but then that didn't work because this game is like this. It's not a circle game, as most people know. It has right angles, not circles. And this was eventually solved by me, so this is what it looks like now. And, well, not now, but this is just what it looked like later. And you see this is all done, and I might do one more update once I've finished all this, just so it's updated. Yeah, I think that could be good. And then that'll get all the added grass and such things to these. So I think that will be good. Yeah, and that's actually really all I can show. I mean, there's the statue that I blew up in a video because I actually thought the statue was too good to destroy, so we kept it. And yeah, because I'm planning to probably reuse this asset later and have a whole like reference to that video, which will be kind of funny. But yeah. Oh, every time I interrupt myself. These are the levels of trees. Yep. That's about it. So thank you for watching. If you somehow found yourself watching this either from me just showing this to you or from I don't know, say the random mess of YouTube algorithms, or you're using that one website where you're just like transported to a random video. But if you are doing that website, you probably haven't watched that far. So wherever you came from, thank you for watching and have a good night.